Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2021. Hope you guys had a good New Year's Eve. We're going to talk a little bit about the last year real quick, and then we're going to talk about what we're looking for next year. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, this is Rick, also known as Duke City Devil Dog. Today is January 1st, 2021. Welcome to a new year, and technically welcome to a new decade. So anyway, hope everybody had a safe one last night. Didn't get a chance to do much other than rest. I had to run fairly early this morning, so I got my I'll celebrate tonight with my quote-unquote beer. In case you don't know, it is illegal to have alcohol on a commercial vehicle unless you are hauling it and it is in the truck, in the trailer. You cannot have alcohol, not for off-duty, anything like that. There's rules about, blood alcohol levels, drinking, all that kind of stuff. But the one absolute no is having alcohol on the vehicle. So I had to stick with the A&W. That's okay with me though. Anyway, hope you guys had a safe one. I spent last night just right there at the Arizona California border in Cibola, Arizona, right on the Arizona side of right across from Blythe, California. Spent last night there. That was nice. And then today we are in Jurupa Valley, California. It's a place we've been quite a few times when I was driving with Stevens. But we did deliver today. It's a little hot over here. Sorry, I'm not running AC because I don't want the sound. So excuse the sweat. I just got done also taking a shower. So anyway, like I said, I'm in Jurupa Valley. I'm at the Flying J here. I lucked out and got a parking space. It was packed except for paid parking, and I didn't really want to do paid parking, and I'll talk about that in a minute. The reasons why, because that's one of the changes with coming to Crete. So anyway, just a few things. I just wanted to talk just about the last year. I know it was a rough one, and it was a rough one for me, and a rough one for my family and everybody that I know. But I have to say that overall, I had some really good experiences last year. I did, I was able to run to 46 out of 48 lower states. I've been to Alaska. I haven't been to Hawaii, but I got a buddy that lives in Hawaii that I'm going to come visit. So I got 2 states left to hit in the lower 48, North Dakota and Maine. Right now, I'm not in any hurry to get to either one, just because of the weather. But those are the 2 that I still have to hit, and Crete will get me there. I'll just have to ask, and they'll get me there. Hopefully, when it starts to warm up a little bit. Looking forward to seeing both. So, but anyway, I got to see a lot. Got to see while I didn't get to see my middle daughter and my oldest daughter as much as I used to. I got to see my youngest a few more times in the last year than I would have otherwise. I got a chance to go up and see my brother and play some golf with him, that I might not have had a chance to otherwise. And I've made some good friends on the road, and got to see a lot of beautiful things about this country, and the resilience of the people in this country, and how different people in different parts of the country are handling all of this adversity. So it was really great to see, and I'm really glad I had that experience. That said, I use a little bit less drama this coming year. We'll see what happens as far as that, and I'm looking forward to the year ahead with Crete. So far, so good. I did get my evaluation. I stopped in Phoenix. Let me just tell you sort of what happened since I talked to you last. I had this load coming down here to Ontario, California, which, like I said, I've been down here quite a few times. And my plan, including my fuel stops, was taking me through the I-40 corridor down through Kingman up to Barstow, and then down south on I-15, which is normally the way you come down through Cajon Pass. But because I've been with the company 30 days and also with the new year having to get some new permits and new stickers and stuff like that, they routed me to my home terminal, which is in Phoenix, and I got a chance to meet my fleet manager in person, and it was really great. I'm really looking forward to working with her. My evaluation went really good, despite having an issue early on, but my numbers are really good. They're looking for at least 9,300 miles a month in order to qualify. That'll get you 112,000 miles for the year, which will make you eligible for, depending on everything else, eligible for a raise. So with a little less than a month in the truck, I did a little over 13,000 miles. So doing pretty good there, and all my other stuff is really, really good as well. So excited about that. But down here, I'm doing a 34. I got a load that's picking up that's going up to Utah. They had originally given me a load that was going up to Washington State, but I need to get something checked out on my truck, and the closest company repair facility or garage that we have is in Salt Lake City. Now, I could have got it done at Freightliner, but they're so backed up down here, and with the first of the year and everything like that, it might have been really rough. So it's easier for them to get me a load, get me up to Salt Lake City. I'll hit another one of our terminals, and then get what I need to get fixed and get back on the road. So but they decided to go ahead and let me take a 34. Give me a fresh clock to get up there. Still working on the recap stuff, and trying to get used to that. I did do a split a few days ago, a 3-7 split that looked like everything turned out good in the PeopleNet system and everything. And then they sent me a letter saying I'd violated my clock, and then I called them and talked to them about it. And just like I said, this company's really good at talking to you about stuff and going through it with you. I hate to be that way, but Stevens wasn't always. I mean, once you got that call from compliance, you probably were not going to win. You're going to get chewed out and everything else, and you weren't going to win. You might not end up getting written up or whatever, but you were going to get chastised. And in this case like this, I called, I talked to them, I asked them, saw what I saw, whatever. They took a few minutes to look at it, got somebody else to look at it, got back online and said, no, you're right. You're right. You did it right, and you're good to go, and there's no violation, everything. So I appreciate that. The fact, again, that this company is willing to listen and willing to, like I said, I don't always expect for me to be right and to win these discussions, but at least to listen, and at least twice, I've gotten some help. My phone's doing a little weird thing with the camera. I don't know what it is, but this light, I think it doesn't necessarily like this light too much. But sorry about that. I noticed in some of the post-production there's a little jumping every once in a while. Again, I apologize. I'm going to start using a different camera as soon as I get the remote for it, where I can see what the viewing it is, and go from there. So anyway, back to talking real quick, because I don't want to make this too much longer. I'm down in Jurupa Valley at the Flying J. Now, there's not a lot of parking. If you're going to drive for whatever company and you're going to come to Southern California, there is not a lot of parking, and there's really very little free parking anywhere. So your choices are there's a couple, in Southern California, Riverside, San Bernardino County, anything, sort of in Southern California out towards LA. There's a few small mom and pop places, but those places are really rough to get in, rough to get out, that kind of stuff. But if you're looking for just a regular truck stop, there's really 4 choices of major truck stops. There's a Pilot Flying J that's off of I-10 that just opened next to an old independent place, and I stayed there one night. There's the Flying J that I'm at that's off of US 60 or California 60, that's in Jurupa Valley, that's butts up against Ontario. It's in San Bernardino County. And then there's the two that most people know about. And they're right across from each other. There's a TA and a Petro right across from each other, and that's off of Milliken, off of I-10. And those are the big ones. And almost everything is paid parking, including where I'm at right here. And used to, and you're talking about $25 a night with Petro and with TA. You can pay extra for assigned parking. Their parking is fenced in, so everybody's got to pay it. It's not like regular reserve parking. So you're going to pay $25. You can get it. You can get that free if you spend $25 in the store. So if you're paying for it yourself, if your company's not reimbursing you for it, and you've got to come down here and do something, wait to buy some of your stuff, or if you want to buy some accessories or whatever, or food, whatever, buy it so you at least get something other than the parking, something tangible you're going to have for a while. Like if you're buying a new mic for your CB or something, do that. Buy it when you're there so you can have that receipt, and then you can go ahead and not have to pay for parking for that day. But where the changes come is Stevens always used to reimburse paid parking, and that was whether it was reserve parking or whether it was parking like at Petro or TA like that. Well, Crete doesn't do that, so I've been doing it a lot less than I used to. I think since I've been with Crete, I think I've paid twice for parking, and I thought I was going to have to pay for it this time, but I really lucked out at this Flying J because almost all of it is reserved parking. They had a lot of bobtail parking, stuff like that, but it's all reserved except for probably about 20 spaces maybe, and I was getting ready to leave to go to TA and just suck it up and pay, and this guy pulled out of a regular space, and I was right there, and I looked out. So I got a place to stay for my 34, and I'm looking forward to that. So anyway, that's sort of where we're at. I am looking forward to seeing how many miles we can run this year. My goal is to run 12,000 miles a month. That's my goal. Whether I do it or not, we'll see. But that's 144,000. In case for those of you guys who forget, 12 times 12, 144. So so we'll see how that goes, and hopefully I'll be able to do that. But I'm gonna take you along for the ride. We're gonna post. You can give me some feedback about what days you think are gonna be the best. I'll probably guarantee post at least twice a week, if not 3 or 4 times a week. And just some of this, and also, like I said, I ordered a remote for my front-facing cameras, and once I get that and I'm able to get stuff set up, and we're going to do a little bit of the point of view stuff as we go and see what we see as well. So anyway, have a safe first weekend of the new year, and we're going to talk to you as we get into next week. And I'll try to let you know what days I plan on posting once we get there. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I appreciate all my new subscribers. I really want to get, I know baby steps or whatever, but I want to get to that. We're just shy of that 200 subscriber mark. I want to get past that, get to 3, get to 5, ultimately get, as many as we can, and whatever whatever suggestions you have to help me grow this, I appreciate it, and we'll go from there. All right, so this is Rick, also known as Duke City Devil Dog. I am in Jurupa Valley, California, and I'm driving for Crete Carrier Corporation, and I'm psyched about that. You guys be safe. I will talk to you next week.